Hi, this is the DIY Mosquito Magnet, and as you can see, it's in a couple of different parts. I've got a PVC tube, I've got a 110 volt bathroom fan, I have a dog food tin, I have a light fixture fitting, I have a piece of plastic for the roof, I bought a mosquito and fly lure, and right under here on the exhaust I have a bit of window screen. So the goal for this is, there's a 40 watt light bulb in here. This gets warm, provides the heat component for mosquitoes. The attractant also provides a lure for them. So the goal is they fly around this, get sucked into the fan, and then they're blown into the bag at the bottom where they dry out. This actually is about 5 years old now, and it's been out in all weather, and it's still running today. The roof actually acts as two parts. One, it allows the heat to get trapped inside it. The other thing it does, it stops the rain from getting into the electrics. So that's the reason the roof is on here. The other thing too is mosquitoes are also target attracted. So they go after high contrast targets. So if you paint this thing black, not only does it get warm in the sun, they'll actually go after it because it is in fact black. As you can see though on this, let's walk around here, the paint has worn off on it quite a bit over the years, so it does need a repaint. But like I said, it does a great job all round. This little lever here just allows me, this is actually what I attach the can to, a bit of aluminium bar. This allows me to move the light around so I can adjust it for the best angle. At night this will also attract moths. As we just zoom under here, there's the light under there. As you can see, it's a 40 watt light bulb, just enough heat to make our 34 degrees centigrade up for our body temperature. And then the most important part is the attractant. Now if you haven't got an attractant tub on this, the best thing to do is actually take one of your old used socks off and shove a sock up here so it gets warm, and the mosquitoes will be attracted to the smell of your sock, and they'll go right after that, and then hopefully they'll get sucked into the fan here and then get deposited down in the bag. But that is it. There's different variations on how to build this. This thing, like I said, is at least 5 years old, and it cost well under $25 to make. In fact, I found this piece of pipe. This was being thrown out. That piece of screen was left over. The dog food can came from the dog, and then this old light fixture also was being thrown out, and I just punched some holes in the top, bunged it in there and attached the light. And then today I just bought this mosquito lure, which also does biting flies, and I think this was about $5. It's one of the lures for the electric fans, so but provided it can get hot and warm and give off the smell, it doesn't really matter too much. The mosquitoes will be flying around it and then get sucked into the fan. Time is about 11:20 a.m. So what I'll do is we'll do it over 12 hours tonight. 24 hours, and see how many mosquitoes this thing actually attracts and picks up, and then you can go off and build your own. But as I say, this thing really cheap to build, and actually it's quite effective. It saves you paying hundreds of dollars to buy a mosquito magnet from the shop, and this works actually quite well. If you do leave, I'll just tell you this, if you actually leave the lid attached with metal on the end here, you can close it up at night. That way, if you don't want to attract any moths or other things, because they will be attracted to this light, if you don't want to attract any moths to the magnet here, then all you need to do is just close the lid up so you can't see the light, and then this thing will just get actually quite hot. So just leave that closed, and then you won't attract any moths. But I tend to like the moths anyway, because around here you get gypsy moths, and I'd rather have them sucked inside too, as well as the mosquitoes. And if you look down here, as you can see already, it won't focus. Already I actually have some mosquitoes dead in there, so it is collecting a few already. And then this thing is just cable tied on, so nothing major here. So, but what I do recommend too is get the fibre screen, not the metal one like I've got. The fibre one's actually a bit easier to deal with, and all you do is make a sock out of it and staple it together, or clip it, as you can see down here. If I can focus. Mine is actually folded over, there you go, and it's just held together with a couple of staples punched through it, and then a couple of staples at the top held together with some cable ties. So as I say, this thing needs a paint, but it will do. And if you don't have a lure, wear a pair of socks for a few days and then stick your socks in the top, and that's going to be a fantastic lure for the mosquitoes, and they'll come along trying to bite your socks, and then the little bastards will get sucked into the sock downing. So I hope this helps. This is the $25 Mosquito Magnet. If that, in fact, I think in total, well, I bought that lure today, which was around $6. That's probably the most expensive part of this. Everything else has been thrown out. So, but you've got the opportunity to make your own, and good luck with everything.